This is a video review on the Stanton SCS.4DJ. Has a built-in FFT display to do visual beat matching. You have touch-sensitive metal platters weighted with micrometer precision and a rubber cue outside to slow up or speed up the record. 0.5% pitch bend. We all know what that's for. And then 25% or 15% or 10% customizable in the system settings. These act just like a record. You can grab it, you can speed it up. Hell yeah. So you have a opto-couple feedback fader. It is not a brush contact fader. It feels like there's nothing under it. It'll last a lot longer. It uses a light pickup to tell where it's at. It's very new, I guess. It's a digital pickup. It's integrated into the system. Most mixers will have a block and screws that allow you to pull the thing out if it breaks. Here's your cue ups for a particular channel. Got your cue mix for the headphone preamp out, and BPM tap, sync, cue up, a loop generator, a dedicated effects bay per channel. There's 2 of these. Really awesome feature. That's like $250 right there, or more. There's your EQ channels for low, mid, and highs. And then this is how you interact with the operating system. It's got left and right regular instrument mono cables for the master outs, and then it's got RCA outs. Then you got a MIDI controller USB to PC interface, so you can Serato or like Tractor or whatever you want to do. It's got a built-in system though. It's like Serato on super light. But there's a slight problem with this device. If you put over a specified amount of songs on the internal library, it'll slow down heavily and it's a little unusable. So keep your songs to like 1,000 or less. Hit the touch, instant right back to the beginning. Well, right back to your cue point, not the beginning. So on the front, there's a signal input indicator for your microphone, system master control output, mix between your cue and the master output, so you can pay attention. Headphone preamp, it's pretty good. It's built for high impedance headphones. USB port, stick a USB stick. You got a loop generator, got a built-in effects bay for each, more opto-couple faders. I think these are also opto-couple, but they got this nice like resistance to them. It's like butter. It's awesome. And then the really killer feature of this deck is the fact that it has storage underneath it. You can find these at Best Buy. I got the last one, so Stanton SCS, and I have a Seagate Free Agent 250 gig plugged in there with way too much music. Like 13 gigs of music, and the system like slows to a halt and it can't do BPM processing on all that information. It just grinds to a halt. So keep your songs to 1,000 or less and it should work just fine. I haven't had any problems with high quality MP3 jittering or stuff like that because of data throughput, but it's a little 2 gig micro. Then there's the library, and you can take that out and put whatever you want in there. Cell phone, little card reader. micro SD card readers, particularly Kingston micro SD card readers, do not work at all on this device. I tried it. So yeah, that's how you put your storage in there, so you can literally put your music on it the night before, pick it up, grab the power cord, and go. You can go to your show and rock it. You don't have to have like a box of CDs anymore, or even a bigger stack of wax, you know. It's all in the bottom of your machine. It's ready to go. It's like a huge iPod. Next thing I want to talk about is the scratching capability. It's pretty kick-ass. It's really accurate. It responds when the scratch button is pressed. And you have to get used to the type of platters, because I mean, they're really accurate, but it's not like a record. It's not spinning. It doesn't have that pull. It's not 12-inch. You know, it's just different. But it's feasible. It's usable. You can get used to it. It takes a little bit of practice, like 2 weeks, and then you can cut on single channel and backspin and do it again and cue out and all kinds of things that you need to know how to do when you want to be a DJ or a house DJ or club DJ, whatever. Yeah, you know I'm throwing some house parties with this. The microphone amp has a status LED, so it'll tell you in red, blue, or green if the signal is good. If it's like too loud and it starts to clip, then it'll be red, and that's when you need to turn it down. The same thing will occur for the levels on each channel. They like yeah, there you go. Yeah, you get an idea. So yeah, I used to have ion CD decks, which are very simple, really simple, like CD decks. I started with that, the 2 jog wheels on the side, and just basic cueing. It was really cool. So I think it's badass. Maybe you guys can comment and subscribe and rate, see if you guys want to talk about this or have any questions. I'm totally new to the whole digital thing. The ion decks were pretty much analog. It used a specific type of, I mean, it wasn't analog in the sense that it was like hand on platter, but it was analog in the sense that it didn't have nearly as much buttons as this thing does. But yeah, get yourself some good cans. I got Skull Candy, the Rocker 45mm. They're pretty good, but they require a good preamp, and this works. So you can hear what you're queuing up if you're at a loud event. And you can plug in a computer to this to do Serato or Tractor to have extended control over the interface. It is a MIDI controller. And yeah, just like grab a 4GB memory stick and put as much music as you think you need on it and rock out, and it should work just fine, because I've been having problems with it associating BPM and info content on like 13 gigs of music. So it's a little much. Alright, Hubscap's HG Reviews. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and rate. Please remember to comment. Alright.
In my historical oracle, I blend metaphorical, editorials educated in my territorial keep torn. Heavenly born, 70 divine, like a heavenly song, will be gone. If they explore my deepest thought, I'll be hearts in two, then ask demons for chalk. I'm dreaming of stars, and seas in the dark. I walk blindfolded, the mind golden. Watch how you talk, my style is an art. Recognize lyrical purity, all hell breaks loose, like I'm all with no security.
Alright, just a little test. Remember, I am new to this and the whole platter deal, and you know, I was like way different with the type of shit that I had, so not as good, and I haven't DJ'd in a long time or even touched this type of equipment in a really long time. I'm talking like a couple years. So mad respect to Stanton for making a solid product. Could use a little more digital signal processing power to handle more files and more content, but other than that, I'm extremely happy and able to rock the crowd. Remember to get some headphones and a microphone and some monitors, and then you're ready to go. Alright, Hopes Caps out.